everyone. Thank you for coming back to my channel. My name is Arlene. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back and spending some time with me today. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. And I like to share all things dolls, any kind of dolls. I also paint my own Reborns. I enjoy that very much, and I like to share tips and tricks that I know, things that I've learned from other artists, other people that paint dolls, and just anything that would be helpful. I like to share with anyone who's taking the time to watch my videos. Yeah, so I'm a teacher at heart. I taught grade school, so I enjoy teaching and I enjoy seeing people. It's very gratifying for me when I see that people are learning and improving their skills. So if you guys have any questions, if I have any knowledge or skill in that area, I am always willing to share with you, and I don't like to gatekeep anything. So anyway, today I have a video of I would like to assemble my Reborn doll that I painted. This doll is the Daphne Awake kit, and I purchased her from Bountiful Baby. She has been painted for a few months now. I just have not put her together. I've been doing a lot of unboxings, and I thought, today's the day that I'd like to assemble her with you guys, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do that. So, I'll show you what I use as I go along. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do it. So I'm going to adjust the camera for you guys and let you see what I'm doing down here. Okay, so this is Miss Daphne. Just so you can see a little bit of what I did. I don't know if you guys can see the painting very well on her. This is her face. I used Ico eyes, and she has blue eyes. I did the hand applied lashes here. She's painted with air dry paints, folk art air dry paints, and she has mohair that's been rooted. You guys see her hair? So it's not mono rooted. Some of it is mono rooted, but it's mostly just, micro rooted. And yeah, so that's her hair, and I put some little ponytails on her. I thought it'd be really cute. These are her legs. And I think she is the 4th or 5th doll that I've painted. And I'll tell you, when you're painting Reborn dolls, like for me, I'm a beginner. I just started painting them less than a year ago. And each doll that I paint, I learned something new. I learned from my mistakes. Yeah, so these are her hands. And so every doll's a little different. And I like to kind of experiment. I don't follow a rigid routine when I paint these dolls. I did gloss her fingertips with folk art gloss varnish and her toes. And I I glossed her lips and here under her eyes and her nose. And I matted her with Folk Art Indoor Outdoor Matte Varnish, but I think I need to put another layer on her. I noticed that when I root the hair, that their face tends to get shiny because of my hands touching their paint. So yeah, so that's one thing that you have to be aware of, that when you touch these dolls, if they're artist painted, you probably will have to rematte them. All right, so I'm gonna put her on this body. This is I think a 19-inch body from Bountiful Baby. So I'm gonna show you how I do that. Yeah, so let's start with the legs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of these poly pellets in her legs and her arms, okay? So these poly pellets I got from Joann Fabrics, and you can use a coupon. They always have coupons on the Joann app, or sometimes they send you coupons in the mail. I think I got these for like 50% off. So I'm gonna put the poly pellets to about here. It looks like I forgot my funnel, so I'm gonna try to do it just with my hands. Yeah, so the pellets are about to here. Okay, so I'm going to do that for all of her legs. And then I'm going to do the same thing for her arms. I'm going to make sure they're the same. Okay, this one has too much. I'm going to pour a little bit back. Put a little bit more in here. All right, now I'm going to do her arms. And for her arms, I'm going to fill it about to here with poly pellets. And then the rest, I'm going to put stuffing. A little bit more. Here. I have an interesting story today, and I wanted to share with you guys what happened to me this week. Some of you might be familiar with this, maybe it happened to you, but I was made aware of a credit card fraud. It's a credit card that I use for everything. And what happened was I was checking my email. I'm drinking a pumpkin spice coffee, iced coffee, by the way, in case you're wondering. But I got this email, and it was from Dick's Sporting Goods. And it said to me, Your order was shipped and it will be delivered in 1 to 2 business days. And it showed me a pair of Hoka running shoes, Clifton 9 Hoka running shoes. The charge was $157. Women's running shoes, Hoka. And when I saw that, I thought, gee, that's really interesting, because I didn't order any Hokas from Dick's Sporting Goods, and I don't even remember opening an account with Dick's Sporting Goods, and I certainly have not bought, these Hokas. This is the first time I've ever seen them. So I thought, okay, someone stole my credit card information. And I started thinking, how in the world did someone get a hold of my credit card information? I didn't even lose my card. So I started thinking back to when I went to Taco Bell with my daughter one day through the drive-thru. Okay, use this. And I'm going to put this in her arms and legs. So let me continue my story. So what happened was, I was trying to think back to how in the world did someone get my credit card information, because when you use your credit card, as you know, if you make any online purchases, they ask you for a CVC number, and that number is usually a 3-digit number on the back of your card, and you can only get that if you have the card in your hand. So, as far as I know. So anyway, I was thinking about one day when I went to Taco Bell through the drive-thru, and usually what I do if I go through the drive-thru at McDonald's or any fast food place, I pay on my phone with Apple Pay. What I do is I open the Apple Pay, and they don't see my credit card number. They just hand me their device, and I put my phone up to their device to pay, and it scans my phone through the Apple Pay. So they don't ever tangibly hold my credit card. And I do that for a reason, because I noticed that at Taco Bell, when you give them your credit card, they walk away with it. Sometimes they walk away with it and you don't see what they're doing with it. And when they do that, it's really easy for them to get their phone out and take a picture of both sides of your credit card. That's why I stopped using my credit card at drive-thrus, and I use Apple Pay on my phone. So it's really easy to set up your phone on Apple Pay. Set up your credit card on Apple Pay. What you do is you just add the credit card number on your Apple Pay app on your phone. They probably have the same thing if you have an Android, like a Samsung. They probably have like a Pay app that you can add that credit card and pull it up anytime you need. But one day I went to Taco Bell, and the kid that was helping me, he said, our machine isn't working at the window, so I have to walk the credit card up to, I gave him my phone to pay. He wouldn't take my phone. He wanted my credit card. He said, I need your credit card to run it through the manual scanner, because our scanner for the phone is not working here at the window. Okay, so trusting him, and I was kind of put on the spot. I couldn't think fast enough. I gave him my card, and he walked away, and he supposedly scanned it at the front. But I had a bad feeling about that. So for all I know, he could have taken a phone of my credit card, front and back, and then just went and made purchases wherever he wanted online. Lo and behold, less than a week later, I get this notification that someone's buying these really expensive running shoes. It really stressed me out. I was, at Costco, I had prescriptions to pick up. I had an eyeglass appointment for my daughter. I had to pay for her contact lenses. And all of you that go to Costco, you know that Costco, you can only pay for groceries with your city Costco Visa card. And I had groceries to pick up. So I couldn't cancel it until I did all my grocery run. So I was really stressed out. I was trying to rush as fast as I could because for all I know, they could be buying up a storm on my card. They had my information. So I did my grocery shopping. I called my credit card company and, you know, thankfully there were no other charges on my card that weren't from me except for the running shoes from the sporting goods store. So I was really happy about that. So anyway, about an hour goes by. I finally get home. And I forgot to tell you, on the email that I got from Dick's Sporting Goods, it showed me the address of where the shoes were getting shipped to. It wasn't my address. It was whoever bought them with my credit card. Bingo. So, you know, I talked to my daughter, and my daughter had COVID a week ago, and she said, I told her my credit card was stolen, the information, and someone's buying really expensive shoes. I had to cancel my credit card, and she said, Mom, she said, I went to Costco to get the COVID medication, and they told me I couldn't go in the store. The pharmacist said I couldn't go in the store, so wait until my prescription's done, and I'll bring it to you in your car. So the lady had her give her my credit card, and she held on to my credit card while my daughter went to her car. And then she walked the medication out once she charged my card. That really upset me because I told them, Costco's not allowed to tell you can't go in their store, okay? Usually they don't do that if you have COVID. You can wear a mask. My daughter had a mask. So I talked to the pharmacist. I told her what happened with my credit card, and someone's buying shoes. So I was thinking it's either Taco Bell or Costco. Anyway, to make a long story short, because I don't want this video to be too long, I get home and I get an email from Dick saying that my shoes were delivered. Mind you, like I said, I have the address of where those shoes were delivered. So the person that stole my credit card wasn't thinking, and they didn't think about the fact that I would get emails with their address where the shoes were getting delivered. So I click on the FedEx tracking, and I see a picture of the package of the shoes that I paid for on my credit card sitting in front of a door where they live. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to the next thing with this doll. I know I'm really off track, but I just wanted to share this interesting story with you guys. Hopefully you'll learn from it to use your phone to pay for things and not give your credit card if you don't have to, where someone will walk away and be able to take a picture of it. That's why I'm sharing it, to hopefully save you guys a lot of grief. So anyway, so let me show you what I'm going to fill her body with. I fill her body with a really soft polyfill. It's a little bit more expensive, but I like it to be softer and more cuddly. So this one is called Silky Polyfill. And I ordered this from Walmart.com, but I think you can get it at Joann's too. Luxury Down Alternative Fiber Fill. All right, so here we go. It looks like I have a pre-filled stocking. I filled the stocking that I didn't end up using, and I'm going to use that in her body, okay? but I'm going to show you how I felt this when we get to it. So I get the address, and when I see that address and that package sitting there, I guess it would be anger. I let my anger get the best of me, and I said, I'm just going to go and drive to this place, because it was like 30 minutes from where I live, where this person lived that stole my credit card. And I said, I'm going to drive there, and I'm going to get that package because I paid for it. So I tell my daughter, get in the car, let's go. So we drove all the way there, and with much prayer, I got there safely, and the package wasn't at the door. So I decided, at the last minute, I decided to walk up to the door, knock on the door, and tell them, whoever, I knew they were home because their door was open. They had a steel screen door that was open, but their wooden door was open. So you could see inside the house, but they had a screen door that was made of steel that was open. So I saw a lady in there. I knocked on the door, and she was very kind. She came to the door, and I said, hi, a package was mistakenly delivered here with something that belongs to me. And the lady said, oh, she said, yeah, I did get a box delivered a little earlier, but it was delivered from my sister. And I said, yeah, I can show you the email that I got. My name is Arlene, and it was a pair of shoes that I bought on my credit card, and I can show you that. And it was delivered to my email. I'll show you the FedEx tracking number. Those are my shoes. So she goes and gets her sister. Okay, so first of all, back to this. You know what? I think this body is too big for her. I might get a different body. Yeah, this one's too big. Let me get a smaller body. Okay, I'm going to use this one. So her sister comes to the door with the box, and she says, she said, oh, she goes, yeah, this box has my name on it, and it did have her name on it. But I said, well, I can show you that I have the FedEx tracking number, and I have the receipt that shows that I paid for those shoes. I have a picture of those shoes, and I have the tracking number. Once she saw that, you guys, she like literally gave me the box. And I'll tell you, and she acted like she didn't know what happened. But I'll tell you, if she really did pay for those shoes, and some stranger came up, was claiming that she paid for them, like someone out of the blue came up to her door and said, give me those shoes, I paid for them. Do you think she would have been so quick to hand over that box? No, I don't think. If she really did pay for them, I don't think she would have been so quick to give me those shoes. So she gave me the shoes, and so I said, thank you very much, and take care. See you later. I left. And now I have a pair of shoes that I never ordered, but was fraudulently ordered. But at least I got them back. And I told my family that I'd rather get those shoes and throw them in the trash or donate them than knowingly know that someone out there caused me all this grief and is happily wearing these shoes. Now, I don't believe she would be happily wearing the shoes, because I don't think anyone that steals things like this and harms other people can have, you know, some kind of peace wearing things that they stole. Okay, so I don't know. I just believe, you know, that what goes around comes around, and that if you get something through thievery, that you're not going to have peace about it ever. It's not going to be blessed. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys because it was a really interesting thing that happened and just really out of the ordinary. But if at all possible, don't give your credit card to people when you're paying for something if you can't see what they're doing with it. If they're not standing right in front of you at the cash register, just use Apple Pay or whatever kind of app you have on your phone. Okay, so that was that. I just wanted to share that with you. So I'm going to put this in her body, and I just used these leg knee highs. And I filled it with these glass beads. And these are from Joann Fabrics. You could probably get them online, polyfill glasslets. And I used a 50% off coupon for these at Joann's, okay? So I put some stuffing in her. And I'm gonna put this in here. And I put a little bit of stuffing on her bottom. And then I put the stocking with the glass beads in there on top of all the stuffing. I don't know if you can see. Can you guys see? You can kind of see it in there. Okay. And then I'm creating like a capsule around it, okay? So that you can't really feel that like bag of glass beads when you're holding her. It's just more realistic. Yeah, so that's how I did that. And let's continue. I'm gonna put one of these pantyhose filled with the glass beads in her head too, to make her head kind of like flop back a little bit, like a baby. So I'm going to show you how I fill it. But I hope you guys are all doing well this week. I hope you've all had a nice, peaceful, uneventful week. I mean, eventful, but good events, not like me. And what's funny is that my husband went out of town this week. And I am not kidding. Like every time he goes out of town for work, something bad happens. And I don't know what. The last time he went out of town, my daughter got rear-ended by someone who had a heart attack on the freeway. This older gentleman, he had a heart attack and he hit her 3 times going 80 miles an hour. He rear-ended her car. So I filled it to about here, you guys. And she's kind of floppy. I don't want her to be filled too much. And then I'm going to put some stuffing in her head. But I'm going to put the pantyhose with the glass first, so she has a little bit heavier head. So what I do is I take these pantyhose, they're knee highs, and I got these from Walmart. You can get them in the underwear, the ladies' underwear section. And you can put this in a cup to hold it while you're pouring the beads in it. Okay, and just put it like this around the cup. And then get the glass beads. And I'm not going to put too many. I don't want her head to be too heavy. And then I'm just going to pour some in there. Maybe like that. Hopefully that's not too much. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, so my daughter, the last time he was out of town, she got in an accident, and I get this call, and it's the call that no mom ever wants to get. She tells me, "Mom, I'm on the freeway and someone hit me." My heart dropped. I asked her, "Are you okay?" She says, "Yeah, I'm fine, Mom. I'm fine. I'm just shaken up." So thank God I took her to the hospital right away. And the cops were there with her when I got there. And she's on the freeway on this really big, very big 6-7 lane major highway. And so the cop is there with her, thank the Lord. I was really scared. I rushed there as fast as I could. Okay, I'm going to show you how I do this. So I do like a little knot here, like a loose knot. And then I go over it again like this, okay? To double bag it so that the beads don't fall out. And they don't fall out. They're big enough. See? And then I'm going to put this in her head first. And in her head, since I'm not going to feel the stuffing in her head, I'm going to put the coarser, less expensive polyfill. This one. So she ended up being okay. Her car was totaled. They couldn't fix it because the back end of the car was smashed so badly, and it's an electric car. So they couldn't, the price for them to change the battery on the car was more than it would be worth for them. So they just paid us out so we could get a newer car, which ended up being good. And she didn't get hurt. She didn't have any injuries, thank God. So now all we have to do, you guys, is just attach her head and her arms and her legs. So what I'm going to do is there's zip ties here. And all you do is just tie the zip tie, lock it around her head. Let's see, it feels like it's not long enough. Okay, I'm hoping that it is. So here we go. So I'm going to put this here around her track, and you just put the ends, you put the what do you call it, the zip tie through the lock, and you pull it to tighten it. It's pretty easy to do. Oh, I feel like it's backwards. Hold on a second. Okay, so the zip tie was put in wrong. Let me just fix that. It wasn't locking. So I'm thinking about doing a live with you guys. Would you guys be interested in doing a live at this point? I'm not sure if anyone would even show up, but we could try. I mean, let me know in the comments below if that's something that you would be interested in doing, because I think it would be kind of fun if you're interested. So yeah, if you guys want to do a live on my channel, let me know that you'd like to in the comments. If I don't get any comments saying that you'd like to do a live, then I won't do it. But if you want to do a live, say you'd like to do one, and if you have any ideas about what you'd like to do it on, like I can do something on the live, like show you guys, you know, if there's something you want to learn that I know how to do about the Reborn dolls, I can show you that on a live. Okay, so this zip tie isn't working. I have zip ties. I'm gonna get one of mine. Okay, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I didn't put a magnet in her, behind her lips, because I don't really care about that for this doll. Her mouth is closed, and I mean, I could always do it in the future, but I don't really want to put a pacifier against her lips because it might rub off on the paint, rub her paint off. Yeah, so that's why I didn't. But if you guys want to put a magnet, all you do is you just get some Aleene's tacky glue or the E6000, put a dab of it behind her lips, and then just plop the magnet in there. And you can put the magnetic pacifier on the outside of her lips to hold it into place while it's gluing, and prop it up where it's not going to fall. Okay, so this one should work better. So I'm just going to put her head in there and do this. Oh gosh, guys, I just like, why is this not working? This video is already 36 minutes. That's crazy. But you know what? I had a feeling this was going to take a while. It takes a while to get these kits assembled because you don't want to just rush it. You want it to look good. And because if you rush it and you don't do it right, you're going to have to cut all the zip ties and redo it. Oh, this one worked. Also, you can put some super glue around all the tracks and wait 24 hours so that the fabric is more slippery against it, or just tie the zip ties not too tight and it should work. And I forgot my clippers, but I do have scissors to cut this. But if you have toenail clippers, any nail clippers, you can cut this close here to cut the zip tie. So I'm going to do the same with her legs and her arms. So let's do her arms. Make sure they're facing the right way, and all you do is tighten. There, that zip tie worked. All right, let's do this one, the other arm. Put it in there and then tighten it around the track. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to tell you guys in this video. We were watching this good, it was a documentary about this crime that happened in the state of Iowa, and I think it was like 10 years ago or something, but it was really, really interesting. I think it was called, and I'm sorry I forget the names when I get on here, but it was about kind of like a love triangle with this man and these two women. I think it was called Lover, Stalker, Killer, something like that. But this man, he was divorced and he started getting into online dating, and he was dating these two women at once. And one of them ended up getting killed by the other one, and one of them ended up stalking him for 4 years, and the cops couldn't figure out what was going on because of the way she did it. So if you guys are interested in shows like that, that was really interesting. But I'll tell you, when I went to bed that night, right after I saw it, I was scared. I was making sure all the doors were locked. And I had like a bad feeling when I went to bed, because just knowing that there's people like that out there, it was really scary. But yeah, so this is what she ended up looking like. She's really cute. Let me just, and I'm gonna put her clothes on. Let me cut her zip ties. Take a sip of my coffee. This is a really good fall drink, you guys. It's espresso. It has one espresso shot. We have an espresso machine. Let me tell you, if you guys know how to make espresso, you will not go to Starbucks or waste your money at Starbucks or wherever you like to buy your coffee, McDonald's even. I like this coffee better. It's Lavazza, level 7 of the strength of the coffee, regular espresso coffee, Lavazza, strength 7. I put some Splenda and some pumpkin spice that you can get from any grocery store, pumpkin spice seasoning mix. And I put some hazelnut creamer, and I put pumpkin cold foam as it already melted, but it's kind of like a whipped cream that you put at the top. It's so good. It's a perfect fall drink because I started feeling kind of tired once I was ready to do this video. Because I'll tell you, if you guys are YouTubers, like YouTube creators, it takes a lot to get set up for a video. I have to make sure I have everything I need. And even when I do that, I find out I miss stuff. Like I forget to bring stuff that I need during the video. And I'm not really big on editing. I try to I try to edit my videos if it's something that really needs editing, but I try to avoid too much editing so that I won't be hesitant to make videos. I try to make it as easy as I can. But yeah, it takes a lot to get set up, especially for like something like this. See, her leg is coming out here, so I have to make the zip tie tighter. So you don't want to make it too tight, but you don't want to make it so loose that their legs are going to fall out. But yeah, so yeah, it takes a lot to get set up and everything. And so I made a coffee because I started feeling tired. It was 2 o'clock, around 2 o'clock in the afternoon when I started filming. I'm really happy with how she turned out. She's so cute. I just love her. I feel like she's like, because I created her, I feel like she's my daughter. You know what I mean. She's like a doll. I know she's a doll, but she's my little creation that I did. I painted her and I love her. And I think she might need a little bit more filling, but I'm not going to fill her right now. She's really floppy. Look at her head, you guys. She's so, oh my goodness. She feels, and her legs are like a baby. Look at her. She's so cute. Hold on. I need to put her, oops, her head went back. See, I put the glass beads in her head and she flopped back, like her head. They're heavy, these glass beads. So I'm going to put her little clothes on. And I found the sweetest little outfit here. This outfit was not expensive at all. And I noticed that you guys are asking me where I get my outfits from. So I try to tell you. I try to, tell you in the comments and respond to everybody. But sometimes I can't get back right away because I'm not sure. And I have to go look things up. But this one is, these might be too big for her, but I'm going to still put them on. This is Easy Peasy, and it's from Walmart, walmart.com. I get a lot of stuff from Walmart. We have a big Walmart store here. And I found this at Walmart. I thought it was the sweetest little thing. It's a Disney Bambi little onesie from Walmart. And this was in store, you guys. Look how cute. I love Bambi and Thumper. Oh my goodness. Look at that, you guys. Wait, did I show you the other one? Yeah, so 100% adorable. And this one. So I think I'm going to put this one on her. And let's see, all the tags. If you guys have stayed around this long, thank you so much. I mean, I know these videos are kind of long and a lot of yapping going on. Maybe you get tired of me talking, but I don't know. I just like to share things that I learn just with people, just so I know that if I learn things that help me in life, I like to share with others. I know there's people that don't like to share. They don't like to help people as much. They just gatekeep a lot of things that they learn, but I don't agree with that. I like to share things. And I like people to benefit from things, maybe things that I made mistakes or whatever, things I learned. I like people to benefit from my mistakes or things I've learned. Look how cute she is. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. I just love her so much. She turned out so well. I mean, I think she did. There's things I see I should have done. But she's one of my first ones, you know. I can still add paint to her too, which is a good thing about these dolls that you paint yourself. All right, so these are her little pants, and I love the color. It's like a really light pink. They're really cute. Oh my goodness, look how cute. Yeah, they're big, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna fold them up a little bit at the bottom. And I don't mind if the clothes are a little baggy. Okay, they actually kind of fit around her waist, but look at that, you guys. Look how sweet she is. Okay, so I haven't named her yet, but I have to think of her name, and maybe I'll do another video. But if you guys have any ideas for a name for her, I'm thinking Daisy. I don't know why, but I think Daisy is cute. Okay, you guys. Well, that's the video. It's like almost 50 minutes, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something about putting together a reborn doll. If there's anything that you have questions about, let me know below. And also consider subscribing to my channel. That will help me to continue to make videos for you guys and content, and come on here and share things with you. Yeah, I enjoy sharing stories with you and just things that I learn and my dollies and stuff. Yeah, so you guys take care and be safe, and I hope you have a nice rest of the day. Take care of yourself. Bye, guys.